In this video, we're trying to build the world's cheapest 100-mile-an-hour RC car. This is the Traxxas X01, and this is the world's fastest off-the-shelf RC car. This, out of the box, can do 100 mile an hour. But it is pretty expensive, so we're going to try and go faster on the cheap. So a little while ago, I promised my subscribers that if we hit 1 million subscribers, we're going to hit a jump flat out with this and send it to a moon. 100 mile an hour, flat out jump, and just to see what happens. So if you don't want to miss that, guys, make sure you subscribe and smash the bell so that you don't miss it. So in the last video, we managed to hit 77 mile an hour on a 4S LiPo. Then we tried a bigger 6S and the speed controller melted. More S's mean more volts, and more volts mean more power, so more speed. Yes! So we got a brand new speed controller, dirt cheap, from Banggood, link down below, along with all the other parts used in this build. So we're going to fit it and then take it out and see how fast it can go. Also, my buddy has just painted me a brand new body shell for it. Check this out, guys. This is all airbrushed, all hand painted, no stickers. Check out that quality, guys. He also painted this infraction body for me as well. Check it out, guys. That just looks absolutely epic. Oh, postman. Every day. We'll have a look in here a bit later. All right, enough waffle. Let's get wrenching. So 150 amp, 6S capable. So we're going to remove the fan because there's not enough space for it underneath the body shell. Hopefully this one's not going to catch fire like the old one. The moment of truth. Will it work? Oh, the motor wire's melted out of the motor. So maybe this here, see, there's nothing wrong with it. If we look at the last video, we can see that a bit of smoke came out, and it probably came out of the motor. Ah, let's get on Banggood, find another motor. Boom. So I found these motors here. They do them all in different kVs. If you're not sure what kV means, it's RPM per volt. So the higher the number, the higher the RPM, the faster the car should go. But you also lose torque and put more load on the electric, so more chance of meltdown. So I think I'm going to get one of each, and we've got a selection. But the good thing is, if you look at this motor, it's a full can size. If you look at this one, it's actually most of its heat sink, and the motor inside it is actually a lot smaller. So I think this is going to have a much better chance of survival. So while we're waiting for the new motor to turn up, let's get this body fitted. Oh, check that out, guys. It fits on there perfectly. Even with that bigger ESC, it all fits under there a lot better. Boom! What do you reckon, guys? I think you know what I reckon, and I reckon it looks absolutely epic. So the front body mount, that fitted perfectly. On the rear, I need to make up something a little bit longer. Boom! Motor's turned up. I did order 4, but only 2 came. So we've got a 5200 kV and a 3100. The higher kV, the higher the RPM, the faster the car. So obviously we're going to go with a higher kV. Trouble is, higher the kV, the higher the risk of flames. So hopefully it's going to be alright, but even if it isn't, I suppose it's going to make for some good footage. So looking at the new motor, it's a lot more chunky than the one that's in there. The wires are a lot more chunky. 100 mile an hour, here we come, on the cheap. Time to see if it works. Oh my God, guys, that is only on 4S, and look how much trigger we're giving it. We're giving it like nothing. Look. Oh my God, guys, that is going to go. That is going to go stupidly fast. I can feel it. Guys, this is going to be stupidly fast. So let's have a quick look what's inside these parcels, and then we'll take it out for a rip. We're going to try it on 4S first, and then we're going to try it on 6S. And more S's mean more power. Yes! All right, let's see what we got. Check it out, we've got a Dremel, well, a Milwaukee. I'm getting a bit obsessed with power tools at the minute. Just got this thing, got all these ones here. More impact drivers, saws, grinders, more saws. We've got to build that soon, and for that, we need all the equipment. Let me know in the comments, guys, what's better, Milwaukee or DeWalt? We are on location, we've got the crew in the house. It's been raining, but we are at the car park, and I think rain and foams don't work, but we're going to give it a run anyway. Oh, nearly. Aaron's Limitless is looking on point. How long is it going to last you?
10 minutes.
We've got infractions, we've got Martin's twin motor creation. Ian over there with the fastest car today. Stefan's crazy Typhon. Matt's Mojave. So this one here is running a Castle XLX2. We're going to start off on the 4S LiPo, and if it survives that, we're going to move up to a 6S. Here's a little speed up that we're using. A lot of you guys ask in the comments, what do I use for the speed? Well, this is it. This is the module. You've got the phone app, and then you'll see how that works in a minute. Link down below. I'll give you a race. There we go. Here's our little runway. Oh, it's too slippery. Oh, nice. I think the ESC's cutting out. Oh no, not that body. Oh, sorry, Snippy. Guys, the road is way too slick. The tyres have held up. I think the ESC might be cutting out. And we got a little bit of road rash. What did we get?
61.
61? Well, that wasn't bad, considering that was 4S. No, probably about quarter throttle, and it's wet. So I'm just doing a few adjustments, and then we're going to take it out again when the weather's drier and try and get that 100 mile an hour. And don't go anywhere, guys. It's going to be in this video. So I think I've got to do something with this rear wing because it's a bit floppy, so I might make something. I'm just taking the rear diff out because the differentials are so loose. I think that's not helping the rear end sort of fishtail around and all that. So we're going to put something in the diff. This drive shaft is flapping about, so I'm going to try and put a centre support bearing in there. We're going to stiffen up the rear suspension a little bit. The ESC did sound like it was cutting out when we was hitting like close to full power. So I want to gear down, but we're kind of limited on the gearing. There's only a solid motor mount. We can't change the gearing, but what we can do, we can make the tyres smaller. I've got a tyre lathe there for the job. And hopefully, after all that, it's going to go 100 mile an hour. You're going to find out in this video. So it's absolutely dry in there. So I'm going to put in a silicone earplug. What that's going to do is almost lock it up entirely, but still got a little bit of give in there just to be kind to the drivetrain. And guys, looking at this car, look, it's all ball raced for a dirt cheap car. It is really quite a good build quality. I'm going to put a link down below where you can get this car from, and also all the upgrades. The idea of this project is to go as fast as possible for as cheap as possible. So here's the earplugs that I use. I don't think it really matters what brand there are. You know, Max, I've used those before. Have a look on eBay, Amazon, anywhere like that. So then I like to play with it a little bit just to make it a little bit more mushy, and then we can cram it in there. And you want to get as much of it as possible in there, because if you leave any air gaps, it's going to eventually move to the edges, and then it's not going to have the locked up effect anymore. So once you've got it all filled up, you can get the lid back on, but remember to leave enough space for this gear here. Got the rear end all back together again. I've managed to find a bearing that fits over this shaft. Got the front differential apart. And look at the gears, guys. All metal. Even internal gears are made of metal. So we get the silicone air plug in the front diff, put it back together. I've got that centre bearing on there. It looks like a complete abortion, but we'll see if it works or not. Next, let's skim the tyres. And then we'll take it out and give it a rip. So there we go, before and after. So let's get the other ones done and we'll get them back on. Boom! Got them all on there. And lastly, let's do something with this wing. That's way too floppy. I don't think that's going to help with rear end stability. Boom! And there we go, ready for action. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, why is it flat? It's not giving any downforce. But with these speedrun cars, we're not really going for too much downforce. That's why we keep it flat. Blah, 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 waffle, waffle, waffle. Let's go rip. There we go, we're back on location. We've got the 4S LiPo in there. If it survives that, we're just charging up a 6S. Right, speed test, here we go. Why is it so unstable? Oh, there's no foam left. Oh, 68 mile an hour. I don't know what's going on there, guys. Let me know in the comments. What do I need to do? So where this ground is so rough and uneven, completely shredded these tyres. I've got another set here. These are actually about 10 years old. I don't even know what they're from, but they're going to fit. So we're going to shove them on there, give it another go. And we've also gone 6S. All right then, put it there, yeah. Oh! Why does he want to swap ends? Ah, why does he want to go backwards? Right, let's see how fast it went. Ready? Oh, 68.
Oh.
So for some reason, this thing just wants to swap ends. I cannot keep it in a straight line. I'm kind of guessing it might be because I made the rear wheel straight. People always told me on foams, everything's got to be straight, but maybe not. So we're going to swap it over, give it a bit of rear, whatever it's called, and then go again.
More action.
More for more action.
Hopefully he's going to do it.
Yeah. Go this time.
More action.
Whoa! Jesus! Oh my God! Here's the dangerous driver. Why does it swap ends? Look, backwards is perfect. Look at that, it's going backwards. It just swaps ends. Why does it do that?
Right in reverse.
I will in a minute. 72. Right, let's see how fast we can go in reverse. 53 miles an hour in reverse.
I'll throw it out a bit.
So Martin reckons we want to run a little bit of toe out, so we're going to do that, and then we'll give it another go.
If my car were like that, I'll swap ends.
With it?
Yeah.
So what have I got to do on here then?
You have to make it higher.
Well, higher on the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to have it like all the way there.
Higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher?
Yeah.
I think I've got maximum, look. You can't go any higher, look, that's all the way down now. Right, there we go. Is that, do you reckon that'll be alright?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's good. Might not swap ends, but
Should we give it another go?
yeah.
Yeah, alright then. So now, with the suspension more
action.
let's ruffle more action. Alright. Uh-oh, there's domestication going on over there. Oh, he just wants to swap ends. I just don't know why. Oh, the foam's done. 65 mile an hour. Oh my God! Jesus Christ! 113.
Good one, Martin.
Max 6 is loving it. Oh, school chassis. The fit's nice round here, doesn't it? I don't know what's going on here, guys. Maybe one of you guys can help me. I don't know. I mean, is that suspension too soft? Is it too low? Is it too high? What about all the camber angle, caster angles? I don't know. If you know, guys, let me know in the comments. Or could it be this rear wing not giving it enough downforce? That's making the back end go light. Maybe we'll put the stock wing back on and just give it a go. But if we look at the Project 203 mile an hour RC car, the rear wing has no downforce. We've got all the camber angles and the towing angles all set at 0 at this, and this goes perfectly straight. Well, it didn't until it took off anyway. But it may be on this, it's got a rear diffuser, so I'm guessing this rear diffuser is probably giving it quite a lot of rear downforce. Also, probably the body. So maybe on this, we'll put the back wing back on, give it another go. But I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? If I think it's a good idea, I'm going to try it. But wouldn't it just be cool to get a dirt cheap RC car to go faster than the world's fastest ready-to-run RC car? Also, we're going to be running the Project 203 mile an hour RC car again very soon. I'm just trying to sort out a couple of different locations with a smoother runway. But we might go back to the same runway again. If we go back to the same runway again, I'm not going to rebuild it. I'm just going to take it along as it is, because it's probably going to crash again. I mean, to get it working again, all we need is a set of tyres and a steering link, and it's going to go again. But if we find a smoother location, I'm going to rebuild it, put a new wing on there, make a new chassis belly, new body. Also, can anybody recommend me some plastic to use for this? A lot of you guys ask me what this plastic is. I don't actually know. I got it from a friend. No idea what it is, but it is quite brittle, so I need something similar that isn't so brittle. I'll need to be able to heat it up with a hot air gun and bend it. Trouble is with Lexan, if you do that, then it all bubbles up. So you need an oven to dry it, and I don't have an oven. Not that big anyway. Maybe I could use the same plastic what's on the front of a standard Armour Limitless or Infraction. Anyway, if you want to see all that, subscribe, bell button, give me a thumbs up if you want to see more speed videos, give me a thumbs down if you suck, and if you click over here, I'll see you over in one of those videos in a minute.